And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
The summer humidity has given way to an absolutely gorgeous fall. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And able to get this out to the 25. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They go play action now. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
44, ready.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
They have 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Now Tua to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Devon Achane from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now here come the Ravens. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They juked him. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Give him 69 yards on the ground. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Hill. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, I mean, down early here in this first half, I think they felt their backs were against the wall already, so they go for it on 4th and goal, and they're able to punch it into the end zone.
And they did a nice job there, feeling like their backs were against the wall, but going ahead and hunkering down and pushing forward and getting that score. That continues to give them an opportunity.
The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he fends him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 46 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Tua going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off the option, here's Henry. There's the stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They keep it with Henry on first down. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Henry is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
In motion left, Flowers. Again, Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down. The tight end in motion right. Now Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And Jackson throwing once more.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 43 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Hey, 21 TA.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tua. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. As the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Again, it's Achane. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
44, ready.
A give, running right, Achane. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Up the middle, Achane. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. His throw caught at about the 5. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Devon Achane. with his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from moving out in front. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. The quick feet, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Jackson. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 36 yards. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. On the move to his left. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Dolphins offense returning to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Achane gets it from the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. They'll give this to Achane. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand,
Offside.
partner.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, Achane breaks a tackle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Achane. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Achane once more, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A give up the gut to Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 32 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 7, 2:09 to play. They'll have 1 play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a 1st down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Here's Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Throwing Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here comes 2nd down. Now Tua. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. That is caught. Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Henry again on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Top on 3, kick. Ready.
Tua to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
44. Ready.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.